say Real Madrid Kofi. So who say Oma switch it to the Champions League mode? Next Oma be a different team. And no matter form domestically. The moment you see them, so much switch it to the Champions League mode, they always become a different team. And that is exactly what they showed yesterday. And see, one of the major things that they do to switch to that mode, was Enra. One of the things that they always do as tradition demands, the grand arrival, the grand entry of the Madrid Timbers. And me nyambotra na me hwe video no, and I'm say things like this, and a reviving brand tennis spirit, because the way I'm fans in a chante na omo ye de edi Asia Timbers no, we player ben kwana, it will compel you to give your all. And of course, say that there be a routine net, there is an odi basa, kai be di bas denim mponko ni bi di nchemu, e bi di animu, and kopim say Ombera Stadium. And so we pictures here on Facebook no. Na even unya da give a video ni bia, you know sampa Real Madrid my Champions League night very beautiful. The kind of atmosphere omu create any bia ya na Kofi anu shepa. And fortunately for Madrid and so nsuo toy. Nti nsuo na sama pictures ne ba yi nti form of reflections ne ade utum say omunya everything that they needed on the day and sakana game no shase. Now, so unya hu say nyoma say yesi omako stadium ho na atmosphere in fact so fans and a chant they be almost started from outside. Nobody have a room and they always design the stadium inside with just a tifo sakesiye anyhow on bed decorate or these things league and there can be that they be Madrid Atletico Madrid and in the Champions League I was aluta continua Atletico Madrid Santua so they failed against Real Madrid from the 1959s Real Madrid and remember boss and if you look at the results finals and other semi-final quarter-final meetings and it was the same me catch it out say so the fans say yes I did na Kofi so usunsum so ananra mesre mamush kakra ebedum usunsum and ebi na to Javi Galan the Rodrigo fan in che do baby no mo say why am kakra bi ana Fedi Valverde swing pass na fa ho no ebi na to Giuliano Simeone Diego Simeone ne ba no and when ni baba ho so mo say 3 players atmosphere no kwanto am ye off why na hu tama na say anthem so mo pay tribute to Madrid legend no now let's come on the player back o stadium was into the catch on say we ye dan when ni baba ho so no now about 8 against 11 and when team ne switch so so Kofi the raw commentator ne kan said they didn't Madrid it is as high as ever and that was what led them to the first goal because Atletico Madrid didn't even settle and a Fedi Valverde trap pass now give me the first goal Rodrigo goes Messi can be Kofi with no disrespect to Vinicius on any with the same level with the same level because Adebia no Vini ya went to be apart from Vini wo pace and Vini no unze or physique at the same way but intelligence movement even way Debia make say we Ajeba ne je dey see Vinicius no man for him say meboa and no I explain it at daddy our park and so look at how beautiful and go ne run no any baby or pick a ball no don't forget look at this picture right for no placement no on pen left side say the be you bet my ball na ko but ordane ball no or the ball no far I have Galan ho and no pia ball ni ye and no call for placement with his weaker foot again how many players Nana behind the ball 3 plus Yano Black but look at the perfection spectacular finish Inti Fedi Valverde pass no got what it deserves
98.1
I explained the difference between Rodrigo and Mbappe num clear say going into games like this in Atletico Madrid Ebeya didn't say Mbappe ni Vini ebetimi flourish because omo no they be omo spaces no man running into those channels but Atletico Madrid all those spaces so I made mention of how you want to say Maria Jimenez and Abrante and the Clement England and no start here. Omo be plug on these 2 players omo those spaces and when they don't find those spaces Kofi they are in trouble you don't see them but in the Madrid attack one player if there is no space ultimately creating space ebie mo man here chance Rodrigo and when one and another it is already ono mo better than Mbappe ni Vini because they were waiting for spaces the spaces didn't come exactly as I said in the morning so clearly the same approach and Brahim Diaz at the share goal because on also possesses similar qualities at the say Rodrigo remember so now Rodrigo Abeye the 5th youngest player in the Champions League 24 years and some days what mean 25 goals and the chone say when it comes to the Champions League 24 years 54 days nobody what I say and when it comes to the Champions League Accra will always give you memories and class. He is a man for big games as UEFA posted and then Nubi and Ochrechere in the game against Atletico Madrid now Fedi Valverde person Kofi Valverde and he showed say Madrid no mu hian the services and no wa mobia game ni kedane ya because enye ni influence keke ni impact keke Kofi he was the captain. It was his 300th day game for Real Madrid and he made it remarkable onkasa but adwuma obeye no on the field he recoveries he tackles he the way na obo mfimfi how na all teacher passes Emma Rodrigo and who him say sa pass no Obama Rodrigo no it was the second time in 5 minutes obo sa pass the shell omudi Kenya abo bi na so Piama Rodrigo bi emu wide or the ball ne sign second one say na Ote Javi Galan and no ball her precision no directness no and Rodrigo Timmy Fabo no at the rim every touch was important to the bend and then Abrante we may say aside the goals no her baby are no nenam recoveries are na oye tackles are na oye interceptions when him say me say no a Samuel no share 2 goals mo replay no kwa de mehu DStv so enyo no a Samuel no mo cross na atwam koto anim no mo dikan no wa clear na Samuel no de nsa guniti because him say nya Fedi Valverde it happened twice. Into Abrante and Ankasana got a remarkable 300 game. It was Real Madrid also 300 victory over Europe. Being it the UEFA Champions League or the European Cup, said the first year. And this year, so the Grandmasters are not just the titles, every better record in the Champions League. Now, Kofi, having said all the things, I setting up the tone under 5 minutes. Let's credit the 2 coaches. I think they gave us a very good game. Real Madrid coach in Ancelotti and then Diego Simeone. Of course, looking at Ancelotti, the history in the Champions League, Simeone form, and then the records with Ancelotti, you always expect, say 2 teams will not remember this classic game. Say they usually omushia and after 3 consecutive 1-1 draws, and my external game. Real Madrid lineup, the only difference as to the formation was the same, the approach and the philosophy was the same, even including Atletico Madrid principle of approach and the way they were going to play the game. But the only difference was that in this game, Lucas Vazquez by second half Fedi Valverde in a start here, and then Rodrigo or Brahim Diaz. Now Brahim Diaz, and so the reason why I say Metenasene say on the Madrid player of the month last month into no form or she go against Betis and he gradually so the name shame as a player even last season Jubo Yedema Madrid in the Champions League and then he proved Carlo Ancelotti right with his goals and everything. You get it? And clearly it was a very good day for Abrante and Brahim Diaz and what a goal that he also scored. Kofi he was surrounded by 5 players and at the world in the 9 born and Kazadi were move ball, but in the 9 and a swerve, you say Maria Jimenez, experienced as he is, or to perform say team, and then within that tight space, and not all the 3 goals be an FA. And no place ball and the shay. Most among for saying a ball where crowd never say you're offside near Dena Vini, effort keeper and the first person Kofino Gina keeper and wasn't Vini. It was a Atletico Madrid player and behind the ball. So Vini didn't affect and where baby a born a coin. What I say? That is the reason why Clement happened and Jabon offside. And again 8.1 or more principles. Or you're not going to say in a game mistakes in the high scene and says or not taking headlines. And look, the first penalty call for Real Madrid, Mami picture. Rodrigo goes. On the ball not granted. Atletico Madrid player no also no. A Javi Galano no. Or the such a channel. But where Rodrigo turn on top for now. Oh Rika. And in now a woman say watch a channel football a contact sport. But not a channel the man at all. He intended to dive. Now the India or man yellow card even though you want to say dive and they say there was contact. Into every player, and if it's a contact about, he can exaggerate.
Yeah.
What I say, and I can't be na man if there was no contact, then come man a card. On the flip side, because no one now being say ball too soft. Looking at the tempo near the obedient. When him say a referee be and then Kevin or J ball way penalty. Nkobeji Asensio ball on red card.
Yes, Nkobeji.
Because Asensio also Julian Alvarez konwechi. But also one chin enough. Say the Alvarez stop from no. And at that time, no kwana of our born on the keeper. And the Quebec red card. So referee stood on his principles. The way a referee, and so you're consistent. And to me, based on that, Clement Tupin, and Ra, or ya dear, or to me manage game, no one dominating headline. Atletico Madrid didn't play bad, I tell you. Even though they lost. Our problem no was that Madrid now are too good in the Champions League. And all the other teams on my face can attest to that. And yes, I some catch say I was scared. And indeed, boy no boy, you know. So I can say no stroke a crowd. Because aside Madrid opening goal and setting the tempo, no, I'm gonna control game, no. I'm gonna move possession. First, I'm gonna dominate possession. Any BBR. And no more money there. And idea was through control. Me say the way Abranten the other Griezmann influence game. No, na me share no pa or call left or bar right as a captain. No, say position. Players no jina ha o kwa ha yank. First pass na ya de keke off no. Na Atletico players ne call much too much. On the catch on money. And this all any details now. You understand how influential Oye in this setup. Did I mean say coach in uniform. But he took him because he had different options. This season 16 goals na the players free bench ababeshe. And that was the reason why at 2-1. And the one goal that was scored by Julian Alvarez. You see Alvarez and Ankasa here a different time for Abasobo. Because Aquadano ni IQ level, ni brilliancy, ni intelligence. Me catch you say ja on Raul Asensio nko Raul Asensio will find himself wanted. And when was will work great. On you never go. Or question me see before this go. No be defend the ball. And Osako boa right. Or ball left hand or be pick ball no. And or dear one didn't be BT Kamavinga and or call for placement. Look at the angle. Got walk stretch it to the fullest. What to be fact. And he scored. Said the Nano Sanchez Real Madrid. Again, the big team scores. Last 6 games, 6 goals. In the Atlanta, and now growing Odi. Atletico Madrid. 22 goals for Atletico Madrid this season, and he is continuing to do more. And yeah, no, see. So we are on second half approach now. Obia who momentum. Even though at 2-1, Omo imagine some back 6. And a back 5-4-1. And the most times they will almost 6 because they wanted to contain Real Madrid. Said a year trade here mutiate. And decided to tell you contain the friend containment. No man rely on counter attack. And the Madrid de Kamavinga free. Ama Madrid be man almost de corner galaga bam. Said about no be no man bully Madrid because Madrid the control ba. Based on that, actually, Madrid attack no more be any high line. No man rely on counter. And no more soul of ebem. Soul of the far ball be but ankontia. And the catcher on say so all ball no a second half no almost switch it to a 5-4-1 nan come about counter. But Madrid they are aware of that situation. And no, and a Madrid team win the game. No back of in all honesty. Baby, a Madrid de Atletico Madrid etia question there. Omo I tell you, baby, omo do omo question. Omo because me catch you say any win for Real Madrid, omo eliminate Atletico Madrid. Omo ko Wanda Metropolitano, omo ko board draw cry Atleti afrim. What I say? In the media me because second leg no cry no. Jude Bellingham is returning. And he's coming to play in midfield. Then he was there. One funny girl na ma on any man in the buy, but kind of pressure kakra ko en na mu yebu. Kofi enti he was there.
Okay.
Just as Marcelo Nom, even Militao was also there. But Bellingham will be available for the return leg. And there were a lot of players before the game. No uncomedy yellow card on me second leg. In the end, a lot of factors and then yes scared, including Carlo Ancelotti. On the referee no come technical team member back yellow Ancelotti. In can help one to bench. Nranka Madrid di yellow be man call me next game. Rudiger di yellow nka yewu. Kamavinga di yellow nko be me the next man. Chomen and grab a kakra on the 2 minutes man. It if the be gina ho. Nti Obi and yellow. All those players. And the attorney so many are available for return leg. Return leg omu di yellow krana quarter finals ashiegu. And the attorney say and it wasn't just an ordinary day. It was one of the good days for Real Madrid and they did it.
Okay.
Arsenal winning by 7 goals to 1 year. 7-1 no Kofi. just all qualified.
Oh yeah,
they've gotten the job done. And they proved to me ruthless. They were serious. Makato said last year, Arsenal do quarterfinals na Bayern no. Bayern the experience, the maturity. Yes, at this moment, no one him says so. I'm try akro muku. Go go share Madrid. Cassette and one BC. But Kofi,
yeah.
And they no me DT PSV I know. PSV Eindhoven had eliminated Juventus. And no match Liverpool before that. And no matter do this stage. And no more fear the could be Arsenal winning game that. But then Arsenal recorded their biggest ever away victory in the Champions League. Oh, Enra game them. You know say first half after 3 goals, you know, they were about 10 plus 3-1. And then in the second half, 3 minutes, Arsenal had the 2 come and 5. Oman 7. Return leg no Emery then I'll bet my maybe said the di kaka say Omutibo na Josh Kroenke say he was at their training before so Omudi party to minim motivation no minim talks no because Arsenal need attackers and no we were concerned about Kwankwo Mbefa so ashe goals no but give me the lineup Odegaard scored 2 as a captain or san assist here and no Arsenal first 3 shots on target 3 goals o 3 attempts ni nyina we on target Julian Timber she go Ethan Waneri she go Mikel Merino she go Trossard she go 6 different scorers Calafiori free bench ebe she go Lewis Kelly any Ethan Waneri combine for Waneri go no it is the first time in English football 2 teenagers Etimiama Champions League go mienu a contribute so they trying to say and Arsenal did it and they won now Dortmund tenafie a disappointing me no one can know for ska Benjamin Kwa, I'm disappointed on my fans and so because Dortmund balls very well in the first half. Eshe won. In fact, first half Neya and they had 2. And a referee disallow second goal no for VAR review no be.
Yeah.
And no Manchester goal no problem. But the beautiful goal Karima di Michelle. Ni nyina mfa so ama so. And now so we Westfalen Stadium ho. Omo na chi yellow ho. The way na fans ni yedede na matimi ahye first half. Second half mabebo ball tro kan we. Make it was a live for no. Omo small team. Ade no omo kire wo Europe no. So why the way omo de Real Madrid no afa so e wo omo fie wa. Enye small. Enti se we wa je se untimi nwene wa how ko ha ne obebre pa. Enti se omo free mo omo na pe. What I say? E no omo de akwa wa nchen 1-1 e ho honom. Make it say yes, Krabbrug I respect them. First leg in the group stage, almost Villa 1-0. But this time around, the mama trust what Villa Muni said. Almost January acquisitions, signings almost in Donya Malen, in Asensio, in Marcus Rashford. I'm more motive na be taker together with Morgan Rogers, Ole Watkins. I must say, you little tell a man so. Almost now you're strong. Almost say first, Brugge get here. When omo so mbeti marry no so coach una emra o catch fans and say any place no omo nkeke no pagya nsa say because he knew say they had chances and there was some and of course they executed it perfectly last minute penalty Asensio Santimi e ka ball net to atlant no omo so ya de